Grief doesn't leave you. It changes over time, but it's still there. And I wanted to just share how I'm feeling tonight, like how I'm feeling right now, because I know that there's somebody out there that also is dealing with this and they're not quite sure how to deal, how to get through it, right? And they probably feel like they're alone in this and that everyone else around them is coping well. I shared this before, but I remember when my daughter first got into the accident and I guess it was just as a coping mechanism, I went and got my nails done and I'm sitting in the salon. I shared this story before. And I'm looking around at the world and transactions still happening, people still laughing and joking and all of that in the salon. And I was like, it just dawned on me that you don't know what this feeling is like until you yourself go through it. And then I started to think about people in my life that have lost people in the past and how, we don't check up on them. We don't check up on them after the funeral. And the loneliest time is after the funeral, because during the funeral and everything, everybody's around. People are dropping by your house. They're bringing food. They're spending the night. They're spending the weekend. They're staying all the way up until the funeral. And then after everything is over, everybody goes back to their life. And you're there to deal with the fact that that person is no longer here. And when it's a child, it hits different. And it's a feeling that stays with you, like straight up. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But at the same time, I tell God all the time, I'm so grateful that even though I deal with grief and I get so sad sometimes, I get so anxious when I think about going to her grave. And I think about my legacy. All I keep saying to myself is my legacy is in the ground. My legacy is in the ground. And I think I need to start changing that, because she's not in the ground. Okay? My baby girl, Kimani, Vera, Emmanuel, that little girl, that spirit is not in the ground. But when I go to her grave, that's the feeling I get. So I don't know if I really want to go there. But then I feel like on her birthday, I should go there. But I think saying I should do this and I should do that, I should do whatever feels good or feels right to me. Period. And that's the thing with grief. That's the thing with grieving. You have to do what feels right to you. If you need to sit in your room for 2 weeks and look at pictures and cry and bawl and scream, if that's what you need to do to get it out, you do that. Don't hold that in. And then if you feel like you really can't get out of that dark hole, you find a way. You find someone to talk to. You go to grief counseling. I did group grief counseling. Maybe you can do that. To me, that didn't work because everybody's in a different stage of grief. And I started to feel, because I'm an how you say it? Empath. I start feeling everyone else's feelings. And it was too much. Like, I was dealing with my own grief and I'm feeling everybody else's grief. But I just felt like tonight I wanted to share this. I wanted to share the way I'm feeling today. As you guys, like, this is a part of me. This is a part of who I am. This is a part of my journey. And we all have a different burden to bear, right? And even though we have whatever our burden is, whatever trauma you've experienced, when it comes to your fitness journey, when it comes to your goals, outside of fitness, that grief, that pain, whatever it is, you have to use it. You have to use that pain to push yourself through. Use that experience of that trauma to push yourself through. Don't let it eat you alive. And if you feel like it's eating you alive, then it's okay to seek help. You don't have to deal with it alone. You don't have to deal with that burden alone. It is okay to seek help. As a matter of fact, it's your responsibility to seek help. Dig yourself out of that hole. I don't know why I'm saying this today, but somebody that's going to come across this video needed to hear this today. And take it from me, I am a woman who lost her only child. She was 6 years old. She was so smart. She was so smart. She was a beautiful, beautiful child. I was so proud of her. I was so proud of that little girl. Oh, God. So take it from me. I was able, even through all of this pain, to keep pushing forward. And if you're not strong enough to do it on your own, you owe it to yourself to get help. You owe it to yourself. You gotta live. You gotta live. You gotta get out of that hole. And it's okay. Like, even though I present as a strong person, I am. And I thank God for that. I thank God that I am a resilient person. I thank God for that. But I still live with pain. So that's why I share this, guys. I hope that this can be a source of inspiration for someone else. It's not easy to turn on the camera and talk to the camera and end up crying. I'm trying to tell you guys, stay positive, and the tears come because I'm talking about the most precious thing to me. So I hope this message gets to who it's supposed to get to. Brighter days are coming. It might not seem like it now, but there will be a brighter day. I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.